Oh. Hey PSC, I'm Carrie, as you should probably know unless you've wandered in here randomly, in which I don't know if this is going to make any sense to you. I'm once and sometimes there, but of course people here call me Carrie because they don't know about that. Except that I've just told these two people. My friend Nadyia is taping, and you're...
Deb Thompson.
Okay, and this is Deb Thompson, and she's the owner of this tree house. It's a magical tree house, apparently.
That's the first time I've heard the word owner, but I guess it is. It's mine to look after.
Yeah. Okay, so I really want to know where the tree came from, what happened.
The short version is right behind you was the tree where the grass doesn't grow well. It was almost 100 years old when we bought the house, I don't know, 30 years ago, and it was in poor shape. But it had, well, you can see, it had this branch that had fallen off, and it had healed itself, but of course it was collecting some rock.
Yeah.
And the forester said, well, you know, I'll have to have it taken down, but not today. I'll give you lots of time to get ready. And about 12 years later, thank goodness, he said, well, time is getting short. I've hired a huge crane from Pennsylvania, and they're coming in February. And they did, but they weren't able to take it all down in one go because it went over those wires, the branches did, and over the house. It was a great air conditioner. We never had a hot summer. And so, to the point, I then had a high school student, daughter, ACS, interested in everything, including photography, and she said, well, Mom, what do you do when you're faced with an untenable situation? I'm going. I said, well, you make the best of it. Well, how about making the best of how about a sauna? Wouldn't you like a door here and a sauna, and the pipe can go out? You see the orientation has changed.
Yeah.
And I said yes. And she went to work weighing about 100 pounds. And from February to May, she was one tough chainsaw lassie. She fortunately still has a wonderful big brother who did this big chainsaw work. This is not recommended. This is not the good use of a chainsaw. You don't plunge cut. Don't plunge cut.
Keep that in mind if anyone makes the mistake ever giving me a chainsaw.
You're right.
They don't trust me with nail guns, so I don't know why someone would hand me a chainsaw, but if they do...
Don't plunge cut. But he did, and cut this, I don't know, 400-pound door out of it that we decided not to use. And fast forward, the reason she got strong was she chipped and hammered with a chisel that he gave her.
Oh my goodness.
And a small electric chainsaw that an adult friend who is probably old enough to know better gave her, and she handled it. And she left a sign, and there's a sign like it there. This is now 13 years ago. It said, leave a treasure, take a treasure. And this place to put, you know, that was a seat where if you want to make a telephone call. 3 women can get in there. We'll demonstrate that a little later. It's more voluminous than it looks. There is more. Should I go on?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So how long has it been, Nadyia? 4 minutes. Oh, yeah, we can go longer.
Yeah, I hope you can cut it. I talk a lot. The roots were rotting obediently, and the rot was climbing up into the tree, and it didn't smell so good, and it was, my son said, you know, it's not going to fall over, but we should do something about this. Great ant colonies. He brought his crane. He now is in the tree business. What else do we think about in our house? And moved it. But since there was a parade that night, he said, I'll move it onto the truck. And then we moved it here. And then the neighbor said, it's going to rot just as fast here as there. I'll make you a pad. And that person's name is Paul Colucci is an artist
Mhm.
and a good neighbor. Now you know everything.
Who did the roofing?
She did.
Really?
Her brother split those shakes, I think they're
Mhm.
called, not shingles, as he did a lot of things from scratch. That he liked.
So cute.
And she nailed it on, and then she, there were some technical things that he, being older, could help with. This is, oh, I won't tell anyone.
It's our little secret. Us and the internet.
It's wonderful, and it's wonderful.
Sweet. So, that was really interesting. Certainly much more interesting than I would have done if I had just come here and been like, oh, look at all the treasures. Which was my idea until Nadyia, who you can see.
Here.
This is Nadyia! And she was like,
She's
well...
got a treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Hey, it just really works for you. It happens to me all the time. I don't wear jewelry. I didn't used to jewelry. But I now have 3 bracelets, which I just love.
And you got them from the tree?
Over the course of 10 years.
So how long total has it been since that guy came and was like, you're going to have to...
97 was when it was sawed down.
Mm-hmm.
And, 1990 is when we bought the piece of property.
Wow.
I mean, with the tree on it.
Yeah.
And the house.
Right, well, I mean the house.
It's now about a house.
Who needs a house? You have a tree.
That's
a
right.
Club, you know,
What
a tree clubhouse.
like-minded woman you are.
This is perhaps the cutest thing I have ever seen.
Should we take a picture of you?
Sure.
In the tree?
Perhaps.
Will you be the
Yeah.
mission? And then I'll see how you do it, and then you'll go sit in your lap. Or whatever you like.
Okay, Carrie, should I stop filming? And
Yeah, we can take a picture and then...
A still.
Okay.